Hi, everybody. So, I filmed a reality show last month, and it was really. I've been wanting to do a reality show for years and years and years. People have been telling me I should do a reality show, yada yada. Oh, wow. Hold on. I'm just looking at something that. Oh, that's cool. I didn't know that you. Whatever. Doesn't matter. YouTube now shows my stream on the stream page for me, so I don't have to go to the actual stream page and then have the sound. Anyway, not interesting. But yeah, I a long time ago, like a few years ago, I actually had NBC Universal come. Okay, so let me back up. So like a long time ago. Oh my god. Like 8 years ago? Was it really 8 years ago? Hold on, let me just look at something really quick. I'm gonna. Was it really 8 years ago? Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Wait, Whoa, 18th. Hey Siri, what's 2022 minus 2014?
2022 minus 2014 is 8.
8 years ago? 8 years ago, the New York Times wrote an article about me. He did like a real, like, he made sure he was a New York Times journalist when he did this. Like, he didn't want to bullshit. So he spent an entire month with me. All of my clients, friends of mine, women that I used to date. Like, he went deep, dude. And here's some pictures that they got. This was an actual coaching session. So this was my client, JC. Great, amazing guy. And what I used to do in New York is we used to go out and socialize and meet people, help him flirt, help him have good conversation, help him be more confident, help him be more himself, be more open. And it was really cool because the journalist and the photographer were so sneaky. They just stood literally like 3 feet away from us right here and just watched us interact with random people at a bar. And this is in the Dream Hotel in New York City at the lobby. And yeah, the photographer just got an amazing photo of that. Here's some more. This is a party I held. I had the journalist come. It was at like Lavo in New York. That was one of my friends. This is also me coaching. So he got like a far away picture. Anyway, after that, I had like literally, I think it was like 13 production companies contact me to try to make a reality show. And obviously, I chose the one that I thought was best. It came down to two. Bunim Murray. Bunim Murray does the Kardashians. And then NBC Universal. And you know NBC Universal. They're freaking huge. And ultimately, I went with NBC Universal. They came. They filmed a pilot in New York City. It didn't end up going anywhere. And yeah, that was that. But then I contacted one of the producers from Bunim Murray. He's not with them anymore. And he wanted to continue doing a show with me after he saw my Wingman series on YouTube. And we've been trying to get something going for a while now. And we're basically pretty much done. But then, right before, I got literally a week before filming. This was like maybe a month ago. I got an Instagram DM from Awesomeness TV. Awesomeness TV, they kind of are like a Gen Z media company. And they do a lot on YouTube. There's this show called Next Influencer. I never saw it, but it's like a pretty big deal, I guess. Let's see how they do. So yeah, I don't know what any of this is, but let's see if they have their show, their Next Influencer. Here it is. Okay. So I've never watched this show ever, but here it is.
Over the course of the next 10 weeks, 11 content creators
I never saw it, and I'm going to get flagged if I keep showing this. I know everybody at Awesomeness TV, and it's still going to get this video flagged. Anyway, so they contacted me, and they said, we're doing a reality show, dating reality show, and they told me all about it. They said they want me to be the dating coach. And first of all, I didn't know how legitimate and big this really was. It was kind of like a... hold on one second, guys. I'm just going to check on the chat, too. How's everybody doing here? I want to see the chat. Okay. So just making sure you guys are still here. What's up? So thank you, Marcus. I'm reading the chat as I'm talking. And guys, feel free to ask me questions. And if you want to join me on Zoom today, you could ask me questions about the show and all that stuff. I see nobody's in the Zoom yet. But the link is pinned in the chat. So I got the call from them. We set up a phone call, told me about the idea. And I was like, this sounds like an amazing dating show idea. Like, so good. I was so down for it just because of the concept sounded great. And I didn't know how big of a production it would actually be. I was like really surprised when I got on set to see like a serious production. I was just like, oh yeah. Anyway, so they told me I'll tell you guys what the concept of, I'm going to tell you guys all about the show in a little bit, but I'm kind of just taking it step by step here. So when I heard that, I was like, damn. But I do know that in reality show contracts, and that's what I had to sign. I signed a TV contract. I signed a reality show contract. I know there's all of these like really annoying rules in there just because of like, you know, lawyer stuff. Say like they want to make sure that I'm not going to like get on this show and then immediately make my own reality show on the back of this one. And so like there's like rules and stuff involved where I can't really just go and make a reality show right after this if this happens. But honestly, like I know how TV works. To get something greenlit takes years anyway. So it's not that big of a deal to me. And also like just having people be able to see me on a reality show, do what I do best, which is coach people on relationships and social skills, is just going to be good no matter what. And let's say this show that I'm on doesn't go anywhere, which I have a feeling it really will go anywhere because it's a freaking really good show. If it doesn't go anywhere, I still have this show to use and for people to see for something in the future if I want. I've always wanted to be on a reality show. I kind of want to be like the Gordon Ramsay of dating for reality shows. I just think that would be so fun. I've always wanted to do it. And so, yeah, I was really excited. Now, where am I here? I'm just trying to think of where I want to talk about next. By the way, guys, I have a ton of videos that I took on set that I'm going to show you today. So let's see, where can I go from here? Okay. So I guess I'll talk about the concept of the show, which I love. So I want you to take, by the way, there's no name for this show. It wanted to be at first The Match. And then it was gonna be something like called The Right Swipe. And I think they're trashing that idea too. Who knows? I really like the name The Right Swipe, but we'll see. Anyway, take The Bachelor. So the show is basically set up just like The Bachelor or The Bachelorette. So just keep that in mind. It's just like The Bachelorette, where they eliminate people. There's a bachelorette, and you know she has to choose who her. I don't want to talk too much about it just because I don't want them getting back to me and being like, "Yeah, you shouldn't have said any of that, Anthony." So, yeah, it's basically kind of like The Bachelorette, where you know each episode she kind of eliminates one person, eventually getting to her love. And then the difference here is, one, she's not straight. She's pansexual, bisexual, whatever. So there's going to be, you know, all genders competing for her heart. Now, I think that's a really cool concept to make it like that, because now there's all genders involved. But number two, they wanted dating coaches on the show. So you know how in like The Bachelor, they kind of sometimes separate the group of people into different teams to do kind of competitions and stuff like that. Well, on this show, they do that. They separate people in teams. Now, this is where it brings in aspects of The Voice, if anybody's seen The Voice, where there's expert judges, and they choose who they want to be on their team based on qualities of them. I don't know. And once I choose my team, there's another dating coach on the show. She's a matchmaker, actually, and she chooses her people for her team who she thinks best would be good for Lexi, who is the Bachelorette. And so that's basically how the show works. So two dating coaches, they get their teams, they help coach them in order to win the Bachelorette's heart, Lexi. Every episode, there's new challenges, and then there's like, you know, there's actual drama and relationships going on. And me and the other coach are coaching our teammates, team members, whatever, and helping them. We're also consulting with the Bachelorette, helping her out too. And that's the show. And I love that show concept. I thought, as soon as I heard that, I was like, that's amazing. That's so freaking awesome. And I just love the whole dating coach aspect, because like these reality shows, they're just a shit show without anybody kind of guiding them. There's like a TV host, and that's all there is. And I mean that makes for good drama, but like it also just makes it for a shit show. And personally for me, I don't like seeing just a shit show. Like I want a little direction. I want a little guidance. I want a little progress. And so that's kind of what this is all about. Marcus asked, how did the creators find your work? You via YouTube. Yeah. So they just had producers going on the internet. Actually, the producer that found me, she goes, I just typed in like dating expert into, here, watch this. Let's just do it. This is going to be funny. All right. After all of these cheesy ads. Okay. So these are articles. Let's go into videos. Okay. She said she saw me like that. But actually, let's try YouTube, because I think she said like when she typed in dating expert, it was just all videos of me. Hold on. Yeah. So type in dating expert, and then just I pop up a lot, and my face pops up. So they contacted me that way. And then, oh, I forgot to mention, I go through a series of interviews, basically a series of auditions. And it's probably like 4 or 5 Zoom calls where they're interviewing me. And it's weird, because it's like, haven't I done this? So it's I basically do the exact same interview over again, but each time I do the interview, it's people in the company on Awesomeness TV that are like higher up in the company with each interview. And they told me that they interviewed 13 different dating coaches, and I came out on top, baby. That's because there's no other dating coaches in the world, really. I mean, you know what, like there's everyone's so cheesy as hell. If anybody's a dating coach, they're just cheesy as hell. I mean, like Matthew Hussey, man, He's so good for TV because he's like
Great
very like he's good at like saying buzzwords
to meet your match.
I think
and
now is
saying things
perhaps
that
the best time
and saying things that like sound really interesting, but he doesn't actually say anything.
to date. We have never
And he's really
been
good looking.
so in need of real connection. We're lonely, but
We've never been in need of. It's like you could say that literally any time. Yes, he probably said it during the pandemic, but he didn't. Look, 2017. You could literally say we've never been so in need of connection anytime in the world, and everyone would be like, "Oh, he's right. How does he know this stuff?" It's just cheeseball shit. Anyway, enough shitting on other dating coaches. So anyway, I kept going through interview. And after he did another 100 dates in 24 hours, Iraq. Let's save that for another episode. That's a really good thumbnail. Damn. His thumbnails are getting good, dude. Look at that thing. That is one good thumbnail. I wish I could have the brain to make a thumbnail like that. Look, somebody's literally pulling his hair right there. Okay. Okay. So, eventually I got the gig and I showed up on set and I didn't know it was a real thing because they were like, it's going to go on YouTube. And I was like, all right. I signed a contract for YouTube, but I know nothing about Awesomeness TV. I know that my buddy, well, I know some people. I know some people that are on Awesomeness TV, and Aaron Burris is one of my dudes that was on it, and Ron, both of them were on Awesomeness TV, but I knew nothing about it, and it's basically because it's Gen Z TV. So I'm 37 years old. I don't watch that. But they also said that it's going to go on Paramount Plus. And so that was fun. And so I showed up on set. And it's wild. Like it's a real TV show production. Like there's at least 30 crew members, just people that are working, like production, producers, sound people, cameramen, under producers, under assistants, like executive producers, editors. Like it is filled. They rented out this big, beautiful house in West Hollywood in the hills. And I get there and I'm just like, whoa, I was not expecting this. And so I meet the Bachelorette. But I'm not allowed to talk to any of the cast, like all of the daters. So like the first night, I'm kind of just like spying on them, trying to just see who I want to take on my team. And eventually I got to meet them. But the first kind of scene, or I guess episode, is me and Spicy Muddy, who is a matchmaker. And she's my like kind of coach partner, but we're also, competing against each other, kind of like on The Voice. And we choose, here, let me bring up the video. We choose who we want on our team. So let me show you some vids. Here's actually a shot of the house, or the view from the house. So right now I'm like outside the house, and there's the pool, and there's the view of LA. Okay?
That will be outside. We'll be shooting a little bit of the reality of people getting ready, and then whoever else is.
So you'll also be able to hear the producers. So what this is the first day. The executive producer, that's Tara right there. She's in the cardigan, is talking to all of the crew, or most of the crew. So that's the first day.
We'll be outside. We'll be shooting a little bit of the reality of people getting ready, and then whoever else just needs to help set up.
What up?
This is Spicy Muddy. She is a matchmaker, and she is there too. So this was her first day. That is the DP. He is the guy that controls everything that the cameras do. This is the head. I think I know his title. This is the head of talent at Awesomeness TV, RJ. He's an awesome guy.
We're gonna have you guys coming in through that door.
So this is the house, and like it's like overwhelming. Like look at how many people are around. Like look at this shit, man.
Cool. You can sit
Like
down
look
for
at
now.
this shit. Every scene had at least 2 cameras, usually 4 cameras. I think sometimes 5 cameras. I'm not sure.
Come down the
So this
stairs.
is kind of like the living room area. That's the with the cardigan. Greg Cardigan is the executive producer. I think that cameraman is Matt. He's my boy. If that is Matt, he got me a cool hat that he wears every day. Let me go get the hat, because it was very nice of him. He just got me a hat. I think it's a pretty cool hat. Pretty cool hat. Anyway. Yeah, all of the crew members, they had to wear booties and masks while they were inside the whole time. Unfortunate for them. Okay, next video. So the next video is me with the Bachelorette. Her name is Lexi. She's 19. I don't know how they found this girl. Like, she's amazing. Like, she's a true Bachelorette. She's literally the perfect choice. If we have a season 2, that's my fear. I'm like, how are they going to top her? She's got an amazing personality. She's beautiful. She has great values. She's authentic as hell. She's weird as hell, which I love. She's got it all. So anyway, here's a picture of her, or a video of her.
We're saying something stupid in the camera.
This was like our first day meeting, by the way, I think.
No, Lexi, you have to tell
I'm
me.
Lexi.
Are you,
Hi, everyone.
Are you excited about meeting your matches?
I'm so excited about meeting my matches. You have no fucking idea, Anthony.
So that's that. So next is this video is still the first day, and this is all of the daters, the contestants, and they are just exploring the house for the first time, exploring their rooms. And so this is the guys' side.
Yep. You can do it.
The other funny part of this show is like they're all most of them are influencers, you know? Like some of them have millions of followers on TikTok, but they're all really good people. So that's the girls' side.
We're locked out. Actually, we're locked out. Will you come let us in?
So this is just them just like, okay, so here's another thing about the show, guys. This is what I really wanted to talk about, okay? I have never seen a reality show before. I mean, literally like seen it film, see it happen. So I had no idea what I was going to see. You know, and like we hear a lot about reality shows being fake and planned, scripted, and different levels of that. Like sometimes it's just the scenes are planned. Sometimes there's an actual say this type of thing. But the interesting thing about this experience was, at least for this show, nothing, in terms of the reality portion, nothing was scripted. It's wild. It's all real. And I can't believe it. But like all of the drama on this show, and there's a lot of drama on this show. Like, there's a lot. None of it was planned. None of it was created by the producers. It all happened organically. All the producers had to do, and the cameramen, is put the cameras on the people and film. And even from the first day, drama just started up, baby. And it was so interesting to see. I was like, wait, there's no... It's just, and also another thing is I was like I just didn't know that drama would just happen so quickly, and relationship dynamics would happen so quickly. Because, you know, when you watch reality TV and you're like, nah, that couldn't be real. Like, how is that just happening? Like, how are they, you know? And so when I was watching it all happen, I was like, whoa, this is like a reality. Here's another interesting phenomenon that I experienced while I was on set. You would think, at least I would think, that as you're there while it's being produced, while it's filming, it wouldn't feel like a reality show. It would just feel like, you know, real life. But here's like the weird part about filming a reality show. It felt like I was inside a reality show. It was weird, man. Like, even it even like everybody else felt that too. Like, I was talking to one of the daters that was on my team, and she was literally referring to the days as episodes. She was like, oh, in episode 2 when this happened. And this is one, like, she was one of the most authentic, real people. So she wasn't speaking in a fake way whatsoever. It's just that, like, it literally did feel like we all were just plopped into a reality show. It's like, whoa, you ever like wake up and you're on a reality game show? This is what it felt like. And so while I was watching scenes play out from drama or relationship dynamics or whatever it was, I was like, whoa, like I felt like I was watching TV. And, the other fun part is, like, when I was in a scene, like when I was filming a scene with one of my team members and I was like helping them, coaching them, listening to them, I felt I was on a reality show. It was weird. Like, I thought, oh, it's just going to feel like I'm, you know, talking to somebody and cameras are going to be on me. Like, no, I was like, whoa, like, it was just, I can't explain the feeling. It was very surreal. But it was really great. And, yeah, it was also just, I was saying this, it was the most fun I've had in years. And I couldn't believe it. I was like thinking about it. I was like, wow, I have not had this much fun in years, many years. Yeah. I was like, we were on set for so many hours a day. Like, there were some days where I got to leave for a few hours and come back, but like a lot of my call times were like 9 a.m., 10 a.m., 11 a.m., and leaving 11 p.m. So a lot of the time I was on set for 9 to 12 hours a day. And I had it easy because I got to go a lot of the time. The producers, cameramen, the talent, they stayed there all day. In fact, all of the kids on this show, all of the daters, they never freaking left the house. They couldn't go to like, oh, let me go get coffee somewhere. Like, no, they had to stay. Marcus says, how do you maintain your authenticity when you're that aware of being on a show? It was hard, but it also wasn't hard. It was hard because I'm so used to doing everything myself. So it's like when here, for instance, let's just pull it up. Okay. So when I do it myself,
Do you actually feed into those thoughts that you have? do you go, wow, that really is true? Or do you just bat them away and go, come on, let's be serious
I
here?
find myself constantly trying to bat them away, constantly trying to prove that those thoughts are wrong. For starters, by like going to the gym more, but also by saying, no, hold on a second, like I've had relationships, I've had, you know, and going to the facts. But I will
So I'm on the coaching.
I really enjoyed it. And
Damn.
like I want to keep talking to her.
Let's actually focus on your date that you're having in a couple minutes.
Yes. It's a little nerve.
So when I'm doing this, when I'm coaching people here, it's so easy for me because I'm the one in control at all times. I call the shots no matter what. Okay? I put the camera in the places I want to. I edit the video in the way I want to. I say when we film, I say when we stop, I say everything. And so my train of thought, my stream of consciousness, my control over what's happening, it's 100% me. And so I feel so free. Like I'm just like, okay, let's go, hit film. All right, let's talk. Now the problem on a reality show is that even though everything was so real, like there was no fakeness whatsoever on this show. It was completely real. There's at least 20 to 30 other people, not including the cast, like crew members, that all have to be ready for me to do something, for me to say something. So, like, I remember there was this scene where, like, it was so funny. It was so weird. There was this scene where I wanted to talk to one of my team members about something. I wanted to help her out. And, oh, yeah, I'm remembering all of this funny stuff. But the producer was like, all right, we gotta put this all on camera. I was like, all right, fine, let's do it. So then literally like 6 people come upstairs to see me and my team member. And they all are just like looking at me. And I'm like, what's going on right now? I was like, I want to do a scene. But they didn't know what was going on. I didn't really understand what was happening. But then when they filmed, like, it was literally 1, 2, 3 cameramen, DP, like 3 there were like 8 or 9 people just watching me to do the scene. But the other part of it is like me and I'm used to calling people clients or students, but it's like my team member. We had to just like sit there in silence because we couldn't even talk to each other because nothing could be not on camera. So we had to just kind of like, okay, so while they were all getting ready, setting up. And so I'm like kind of sitting there like, and for me, that kills, like as a person that's like I'm very in the moment. I when I express myself, it's because I'm feeling something and I need to get it out. That hurts me because it's like I have a stream of consciousness. I have like my movement. And it's like, if I'm ready to talk, it's like, okay, let's talk. Let me go. Let me express it. If I'm in that moment and it's like, wait, no, we got to get everyone set up. So it's like, I have to wait 5 to 10 minutes, sometimes 20 minutes for everybody to be ready. And now they're ready. They're like, okay, Anthony, now. And then there's like 5 crew members. They're like, set, rolling, speed. And these are all like words from each person saying that they're ready. And then finally the producer can go action. And then you hear that action sound and you're like, oh, action. Okay, here's what I wanted to say. Oh shit, my eye just like did a weird thing. Anyway, and so that's why it was hard to feel authentic, because I'm so used to the other thing. Literally, camera, record. All right, let's talk. Done? Okay. Let's go to the next thing. Oh, you want to talk? Record. Let's talk. Done? Hit stop. And I'm doing everything. There's no pause. There's no stream of consciousness being cut. And so that was hard for me. Yeah. Now, it was easy to be authentic because there was no script. And if I wanted to coach somebody, I just say to the producers, hey, I want to talk to this person. They say, okay, let us set it up. So they have to get all the cameras. But literally, it's just, we're in the house. I have the person next to me. It was like, we're ready to talk. We're sitting right on the couch. Let's talk. But then they have to all get ready. And then I could say whatever the hell I want. They don't go, oh, okay, Anthony, in this scene, you have to say this to them. And none of that. It's literally like, Anthony, you're the coach. Go, take it away, buddy. So that was a great feeling, knowing that I had carte blanche to coach however I wanted. That felt so good. And so that's why it was really easy being authentic. I hope that is clear to y'all. Let's check out some of the chat. Okay, so Eliza says, what is the show called? We don't know yet. It was called The Match, not called The Match anymore. It's not going to be called The Match. It was called The Right Swipe. Not going to be called that probably anymore. Friday the 13th says, I know someone that was in a reality show says the only thing that was fake is when interviews would try to manipulate the contestants in the interview. Would put words in their mouth. Oh, interesting. Yeah, they don't really do that here. No, okay, so Marcus says, do you have to stop yourself from becoming or putting on a character? So yes, there is a time when I had to, it felt very uncomfortable for me, but that was me, not them. I have, like, it's a very weird, I'm very, very confident socially when I'm connecting with somebody, blah, 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 most of the time. I mean, obviously I have anxiety like everybody else, but when I have very bad performance anxiety. In other words, if I know that people are like, all right, Anthony, time to do it, I shut off. I can't be really me. It's hard. Anytime I think that I'm performing. So this actually was something I had to get over in terms of approaching strangers. You know, like when I was at a bar or a party when I was younger and I wanted to go talk to a cute girl, I felt so awkward because I had it in my mind that it was some sort of performance. I had to unbrainwash myself to realize, no, you're literally talking to another human. So a lot of my advice is based in humanizing the other person because that makes me feel so much better than being on a performance. Whereas you'll see a lot of like pickup artists and shitty red pill people, they want to do the other thing. They want to perform. They want to dehumanize. They want to get as detached as possible from the situation because they're so scared. My way of going about it is the opposite. I want to go in deeper. I want to see this person as a real person. But anyway, when I had to recite lines is when I became not Anthony. And you're going to see that. You're going to see on the show whenever I'm like announcing something to the group. So it's like during a challenge and they'll have these like cool competitive challenges team against team. And there's these like fun challenges to win the heart of Lexi, the Bachelorette. And that's how they'll get group dates. That's how they get one-on-one dates. That's how they'll win things. So I'm like, all right, guys. So today, what you have to do is climb that thing and then come on down and then hug Lexi and then blah, whatever. And they are lines that I have to memorize. Now, when I'm doing that, I feel so not Anthony. It's so hard for me. I've never memorized lines before, so it was very hard. Nerve-wracking. I was super duper anxious. And when I get anxious, I don't overcompensate. I go the other way. I go inward and I act really like stone cold and robotic. And by the end of the show, I got a lot better at it and I was a little more expressive. But yeah, I was not good at that. All right, let's get to the next. Let's see where else we are here. I'm just looking for all your chats. Okay, here we go. Friday the 13th says, never too late to become an actor, Anthony. Yeah, I actually would love to try acting. I want to take an acting class just to see how I do. Because I think there's a difference between reciting lines as me and reciting lines as a completely different person. When I recite lines as me, it's like it short circuits my brain because I've spent all my life working on being as authentic as possible. And now that I have to recite something that I didn't write, it like makes me feel like, wait, I'm not being me. And that's what makes me kind of go inward and shut off. But I think if I tried being somebody completely different, it's obvious that I'm not going to be me in that role. So I feel like maybe I will be able to envelop the character or something. So who knows? So Daniela says, so this reality show had to push you out of your comfort zone by not being the one in control. Definitely. Really a lot. So it was so funny. There was they had an assistant follow me around the house because they know that I am constantly wanting to try to talk to my team members. So they literally had an assistant follow me around to make sure that I didn't talk to my team members if it wasn't on camera. And it was kind of funny. It was also a little annoying, but I completely understand why they do it because they want everything to be on camera. Of course, I want everything to be on camera. But I also have a compulsion to help my team members. So I'm not thinking, oh, I have to get because I also know like all of the headache of getting the whole camera, the production to be filming me when I just want to tell somebody something quick. Be like, hey, by the way, blah, 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 blah. So if an assistant sees me doing that, they literally stop and they, hey, you can't be talking to them. So it was really frustrating also. But I mean, it was fun. It's part of the show. So, it was just, it took some getting used to, but I completely understand why that's not, nobody wants to not have a show. They want to see what's going on. Marcus says, did you become a bit protective of people whom you liked and or on your team? Yeah, definitely. I mean, I fell in love with everybody. I fell in love with everybody on my team. A lot of people on the other team I also really, really came to like so much. I became very, very committed to the show. I became very committed. So this is another thing. I took it real because when I coach, it's real stuff. So I took this very, very serious. There were nights where I would get very heated and disappointed if something didn't go the way that I thought it should go in the relationships. And like I genuinely cared so much about my team members that after filming was done, I was like, I still want to talk to this person. I still want to talk to this person. So we need to get the cameras going. There's this, or my team member wants to do something for Lexi. So we need the cameras on it. We need, like I was pushing it. Yeah, like I care so much about everybody and I'm still in contact with a lot of the cast and the crew on Instagram. How often do I tell people that out loud that I fell in love with everybody? I don't know. When I feel it. I just express things when I feel it. Dan's asked, when and where is this airing? So here's the great thing, y'all. It's going to air this summer. Like really soon. I don't even know how they're going to do it. There's hundreds of hours of footage. Yeah, a ton of footage. How are they going to get this finished? I have no idea, but they're going to do it. It's going to be on YouTube for free in the summer. And it's also going to be, I'm pretty sure, on Paramount Plus. So that's a paid streaming service. I don't know how much it costs. Let's see how much it costs. Okay. $5 a month. And it's because Awesomeness is owned by Paramount, a Viacom company. And show. Let's see what else. Oh, nobody's in the Zoom. I was thinking maybe some people wanted to ask me questions about it in the Zoom. So yeah, Dan says, are you going to host a watch party with us? Yes, I will. I'm actually thinking that I want to have people over my house, kind of like a premiere party in LA. I don't know how I'm going to do that though. I got to figure that out. Yeah, oh, I'm definitely reacting to every episode on betas. So or on my main channel, we'll see. Yeah, we're going to find out. So, what else did I want to say? There's so much. Let's just jump into more videos. All right. Yeah. So as you can see, this is like a real reality show. Okay. So this is me and Spicy Muddy. We're sitting next to each other. And do you see that rectangle? In post-production, they're going to make like a online dating app screen. And we are going to be swiping through people's profiles, like team members. And that's how we're going to choose our team. So, as you can see, look, it's a ton of cameras. Look at that. Wait, hold on. Hold on. One. Wait, how many cameras is that? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so if you see the guy in the hat, he's the DP, director of photography. He's got a monitor right next to him where he's watching all of the cameras. This is the first day. There's Spicy. You see that iPad down there? That's where we're going to be swiping. So this is me looking bored. And the reason is because this on the first day was the first time that I learned, oh, I can't just hit record and do what I want. I have to wait for everyone to be ready. And so like we would film something and then it would be like a half an hour of just sitting, waiting to be ready to film again. And so I was not used to that. But by the end, I started getting used to it. And I just like was able to just turn my brain off when they weren't filming and then turn it back on when. But man, I was like, oh, this is taking a while. So at night when they do the kind of elimination ceremony like they do in The Bachelor, I put on a little suit, and this is the sound guy. This is Lance, and he's, you know, they had to be putting a mic on me and then taking a mic off of me every day. And so he's putting a mic on me.
Do we have these batteries charging somewhere?
They're in one of the red.
Okay, so this is nighttime. I don't know what's going on, but there's Lexi, there's me. So what we're doing right now is we're waiting to go to the elimination ceremony. This is probably the first elimination ceremony. Yeah. Okay, and so we're ready to go outside. This is just another shot of reality.
Hey, ready, guys?
This is here. Let me go here.
Hey, ready, guys?
So this is the entire group, and they're gonna play some trivia game show. I think that's what it was. Oh, I don't know. Anyway, this is another date that was going on. I don't want to show too much, so that's another date that was going on. Okay, so this is cool. This is the DP. He's right here. I think his name was John. I'm not sure. But the cool thing is like, yeah, you see all of the cameras right here, and he's kind of directing the cameramen.
You guys, you can wrap the other ultra bounce or take it out, you know.
That's that. Yeah, this is just another scene that was going on. And as you can see, it's a big production. Like, this is not a joke. Where's the, hold on. Some of the girls talking. So this was a like setting up for a fun competition challenge thingy. Thank you so much, Dan. He says, I hope this show takes off or does really well. Thank you so much, buddy. Me too. Because I would... Oh, this is another thing I realized. This sounds kind of cheesy, I think, but the fact that I actually got to coach and help people and make a change made me realize my ultimate dream would to do this full time. That's why it's kind of like I kind of just want to do exactly what Gordon Ramsay's doing. He's doing different shows based on cooking all the time. That would be so fun. It kind of caters to my ADD because there's always something happening. There's always something next to do. And it's constant. And so it's like challenging, but super fun. And I get to actually coach. Like, that's the great part about it. Like, it's not fake, man. Like, there's a ton of, like, all I was doing was coaching. So I would love for this thing to just, and especially this show, the format of this show also caters to my personality. Like, I wish that we could just do this show every year. I wish.
What in balls is happening?
Yeah, so they're setting up like these challenges.
That sounds easy, right? Well, here's the actual challenge.
I'm the target of the
I'm the
distraction.
So this is a producer. The producer with the mask is the executive producer, Tara. She's amazing.
target of the distractions, and you will need to effectively, you will need to transport me safely.
So the things that were actually, like I said, scripted were the challenges. I mean, the results of the challenges were not scripted, but like they had to plan every day. There was also like a set design team where they set up the set, crazy stuff. And so that was all planned. You know, I had lines. I had to memorize lines every day. Super fun.
So you think I look like...
I think you look like Ferris Bueller.
So that is the sound guy.
Oh wait, and who do you think I look like?
All right.
Enjoy, bro.
And who do you think I look like?
Anthony.
Nice, that's what I like.
Hey, little guy. How you doing, buddy? You going somewhere? Bye. Hello there.
Hey.
These are the sound guys.
All right.
Wait, okay, so move over so your head is over the light.
Oh.
There's like a light.
Oh, that was it? I thought there was more. Anyway. So, yeah. That was the show. Comes out this summer, very soon. We don't have to wait for it much. There's so much I want to tell you guys, but I think I said most of it. I mean, the thing that I'm really excited about is, one, I actually got to coach. They didn't tell me what to say. It was a real reality show. All of the drama happened organically, and you guys will not believe what happens in this. Like, it's like, you cannot even, you can't make this stuff up. You cannot plan this, the stuff that happened. And the other, like, it's funny because the producers specifically wanted me to not know any of the drama unless I was being told on camera, and I hated it. But I also was very happy that they made me do that, because when I learned about the drama, you'll see my face on the show. I'm like, what? Like, I'm like, wait, they did that? What? Yeah. So it was really a ton of fun. I really wish I could do this all year round. Every year, that would be my dream. That's why I make First Date. Ultimately, I'd love to just do First Date, but nobody watches First Date. People just want to watch my reaction videos. That's why I don't do First Date much, unless I have time. Yeah, does anybody have any other questions? Oh, thank you so much, Friday the 13th. Said, what makes you a great coach is you actually listen to each person and work from there. Yeah, like I don't give advice unless I'm like really, I want to hear everything. Yeah. So by the way, my Skillshare conversation class, doing pretty well. I love the response that I'm getting. If you have not yet watched or yet fully watched my conversation course on Skillshare, the link is in the description. You get a free trial, a month of Skillshare for free. You get to watch my class. If you decide that you love Skillshare, you can continue the membership. If you decide that you just wanted to stop at my class and get it for free, then you just don't go on with the trial. I mean, sorry, you don't go past the trial. You just stay at the trial, and then you get the course for free. Now, I would have sold this for hundreds of dollars on my own website, but I want it to be free, so that's why it's on Skillshare. If you don't have it yet, click the link in the description, guys. I implore you. Daniela says, I still need to leave a review on your Skillshare. I just took it and just forgot to review it. Yeah, please review it. The reviews really help. And the other thing about the reviews is it feels good. You know, like here, I want to go read them because they're so cute and good. Like when I get a review, like I literally feel amazing because I worked really hard on it. Here, let me go and find some reviews. All right. Hello. There we are. Okay. Caleb says, Anthony's a brilliant conversationalist. There's no funny business with cheesy pickup lines. Instead, he teaches you how to make genuine connections with people and having fun doing so. Dan Kess of Memes, Greg E. This course definitely turned my view upside down and helped me rediscover the social animal that has been gone since the beginning of middle school 2015. Most of the methods discussed in this course remind me of how I made friends before middle school. I always thought I will never be able to make friends like I used to, but this course gives me hope that I could, even with social anxiety disorder. Really makes me feel good. Now this one made me feel amazing. Like made me feel so good. I was so when I saw this, I was like, I want to cry. So Chris C, thank you so much. One of the most important courses for life, hands down. If there was a section called Skillshare Essentials, this would have to be in it. There actually is. Each minute is jam-packed with actionable tips and anecdotes from a guy who's articulate, charismatic, and authentic. But beyond quality, this course will prepare you for life. I'm a college freshman who's been just begun casting my net into the wider world, but I could attest Anthony's points carry overwhelming validity. Overwhelming validity? This is a perceptive teacher who gets it, who knows that a deeply meaningful relationship looks and feels like, and he gets it from the very foundations. You make the most out of your interactions by always living in the present moment, by viewing everything in a positive lens, and by giving others absolute love and attention. These 4 hours are so very worth it. Just makes me feel so good to see something like that. Again, if you want the Skillshare class, it's in the link in the description for free. I think everyone should take this course or a course like this. I recently got out of a relationship, and while this course helped me to find the right romantic partner in the future, will help me, I was interested in it more than to get off the suffocating comfort zone I found in myself. Yeah, so listen, this course is not exclusively for dating. It is for conversation in general, but social skills are universal. So the social skills that you use with your friends should be the same social skills that you use when you're dating. The only difference is you're not expressing your attraction to your friends. You're expressing, I don't know, your love to your friends. You're expressing your love and attraction to people that you're romantically interested in. Yeah. Oh, so Dan's says, I did the rolling from group to group thing you taught. It was very effective. I never used to know how to break off from one group to go to another. Yeah. This is just literally me going out thousands of times, like going to the bar thousands of times, going to parties thousands of times, going to social functions thousands of times, so much, and just seeing what worked, seeing what didn't work. That's really all it is. And studying, you know, like going home and writing in my experiences and going, this happened, I didn't like when this happened, how could I fix that? I like when this happened, I want to do more of that. I was my own coach. I was obsessed with social skills for many, many years, and I still am. Thank you so much, Dan. Next, listen, y'all. We back for good. If you want to contribute to this podcast, to this show, please become a member. That's also down. You look down of the video, and you shall see a join button. You hit the join button, you become a member. You pay, I don't know, whatever, $5 a month or something like that. It's like 12 cents a day to support me. Also, if you want to do super chats or whatever they call, you could give me money. You could literally just give me money to support the show. Because again, this is not like my main channel where I make money. I don't make money off of this podcast. So all of the support that you guys could give is really helpful, and it helps build the show. The next thing I want to do is I'm going to put a couch right there, a little love seat, and I'm going to do interviews. And I can't wait to do interviews because that's when I have the most fun, obviously, talking to people, conversation. And so, like I said, I need a producer. I need money for a couch. Daniela just gave $10. Thank you. That's going to the couch fund, y'all. It's going to the freaking couch fund. I also am going to need like microphones, whatever, soundboard or something, I don't know, more cameras. I don't know. It's going to be annoying putting it all together. But once it's all ready, it's going to be amazing. But again, you know, I'm spreading myself thin here doing this podcast. There it says it right there. Daniela donated $10 with Super Chat. Amazing. Love you so much, Daniela. Thank you so much. If you do become a member, you of course get access to the Discord where you get to hang out with me and other members in between streams. You get discounts on certain events I do, on merch I'm going to release, on courses that I'm going to be releasing. So you actually get to benefit too. But the main reason you're doing it is because you want to support the channel. And you want to support the cause, you know, helping people with relationships in a non-toxic way, not being fucking red-pilled out of your mind like a psychopath. Yeah. Let's see if anybody's in the Zoom. Nobody's in the Zoom today. And I still have videos to film. I still got a lot of stuff to do. So I'm going to end it here, guys. Dan asked if I have any classes I have in mind. Oh, so many classes. I think the next class I'm going to release on Skillshare is going to be a humor class. So a lot of the conversation class that I have on Skillshare, you know, it hints that a lot of conversation is humor, being funny, being playful, having a funny time with people. But I touch upon humor and how to be funny, but there's a lot to talk about because, like I say in the class, it should be the majority of conversation. Should be playful, being playful, fucking around, joking around. So I'm pretty sure the next class I'm going to put out is going to be on comedy, on how to be funny in conversation, strictly in conversation. Yeah. So that's it, y'all. Thank you for coming. I will be back Tuesday. I have a fun idea for Tuesday, but I really want to interview people. Not really interview. Sometimes interview, sometimes coach, sometimes have conversation. Probably just all of that all in one guest. Yeah. I don't really know what else to say. If anybody has any more questions, let me know. And then I'll see you on Tuesday. I want to thank you for coming and thank you for giving me the time of day, listening to me talk about this passion project that I'm doing, which is the reality show. Hope it does another season. That would be really fun. I think it's going to do another season because everybody that was on set that have done other Awesomeness TV reality shows were like, yeah, we've never seen shows get to this level before. So that was like, oh, that's good. Because I've never seen a reality show before inside of it. So it was really cool. Alrighty, guys. Thank you so much. I shall see you soon. Thank you, Daniela, for donating. Thank you, Daniela, for being a member. I want to thank everybody for being a member. That is a member. And yeah, I shall see